everybody, so today I'm going to do a get ready with me video, hence why my hair is wet and I have no makeup on. I have been very open in my videos. Some mornings I've filmed without makeup, just with my quiet time. So I don't mind people seeing me as I am. But for teaching, I usually put on some makeup and I usually get ready. And even during the summer with my kids, I keep the routine very light, but I still like to have a little something to make me feel good occasionally dressed up. So I'm gonna just go through a get ready with me routine. So I have actually a quiet, empty house where I can show you my get ready routine. So I'll go through kind of a quick thing with what I do with my hair and makeup as well. I've got my vanity set up over here. So I'm in my bedroom and I'll give you a quick tour of the room. It's nothing fancy. I approach a minimalist lifestyle, so I actually used to have a lot of decorations in here, and I've minimalized a lot so that really every room in our house is easy to pick up, easy to maintain, especially with 3 kids, and you just feel a sense of peace and calm when you walk in because it's not so cluttered and chaotic. So before I do the get ready thing, I'll give you a quick tour of my room. All right, so like I said, my bedroom's not anything too fancy. We actually used to have a lot of decorative throw pillows on our bed, and I got rid of all of them because I realized, why would I waste my time every day taking those off, putting them back on? Especially some people use them to decorate their beds when company comes over, but my close friends that come over and my Christian Bible study group, they have never ever cared, yet alone they usually never even come upstairs. So I have gotten rid of a lot of things. There's still a nail on the wall there where I even had an extra picture and I minimalized. You can see we don't even have a headboard. I just put a picture on the wall, and I have a picture from our wedding with the sign Faith, and we each have our nightstand where sometimes we have our phone chargers, we have any books that we're reading, and we just have the storage bins. And then over here, as you can see, I'm filming it. This is my vanity. I've got the light set up for kind of showing our get ready with me video, and I try and keep it very clutter free. Now of course I've cleaned up some of the makeup that was out on it, but I've minimalized a lot of my supplies so that I don't have so much. So like here you can see I've got my hair products. Right here I've got just some basic lotions. This is actually a serum and an eye cream that I won. At my son's school they had like a silent auction, and they had baskets, and there was one full of Arbonne products. So that's why I have those, and I really like them. They're a little pricey, but that's what I'm using currently because I have that. And then up here, this is where I store my jewelry. And yes, this is all my jewelry. So I've minimalized a lot. Well, I should say all of it plus this little thing right here. This is a tree that holds my bracelets, a few pairs of earrings, rings, some of the smaller ones right there. I have my identity cards that I did another video about. And I have a few of my favorite necklaces, and it's just kind of quality over quantity. So I wear those. This is probably my most favorite one. So my husband actually got this for me as a gift, and after each child was born, he got a different birthstone. So down the middle, so actually my son is the top, and as you know, my son's from a previous marriage if you watched my divorce video, and so he is welcomed him as his own. And then my daughter's in the middle, and my youngest daughter, who is just over 1, is at the bottom. And then he put each of our birthstones on the side, and he said, I'm on the left because, or he's on the left because he's left-handed. So I just really love wearing this because every time I do, I think of my family and my kids, and it's a good quality piece. So that pretty much sums it up. I'll just kind of back out real quick so you can see. Again, my dresser, I have a humidifier on it. I used to have a picture here, and for a lot of people, this would feel really bare. But I just realized the more stuff I have in my bedroom, the more cluttered and chaotic it felt, the more I was doing dusting. And I have asthma and allergies, and I really didn't need all that extra stuff. So I don't know, I've just felt a lot more peaceful since getting rid of everything and minimalizing. So you can see this is our whole bedroom. And then we have our closets here, so they're a mirror. And I'll just open that up. So that is actually pretty much my entire wardrobe. That's it. So, and I have some shoes. That's some blinds we bought. We're gonna put in the downstairs bathroom over this break. And just up top, it's just some pillows and a few bags. I mean, that's pretty much it. I have some spare blankets there. So I try and keep it really minimal. And then over in the dresser, my husband has 3 drawers, and I have 3 drawers. So I put, well, like underwear, that sort of thing there, socks down here, and all my kind of workout clothes and pajamas right there. And that's it. That's everything I've got to wear, and keeping it minimal like that has really helped me just keep up with laundry and just keep up with everything. And then my husband's stuff's on that side of the closet. So, all right, that's enough introduction with my room. Now I'm gonna get into how I get ready. All right, so let's get ready. As you can see, my hair is a little bit wet, and that's because I actually don't wash it every day. Washing your hair too much is actually pretty bad for it because it strips it of all the natural oils. So one of the things I do, I actually have an awesome hairdresser, and she has cut my hair really short and with lots of layers. And so it actually, this is pretty much with doing not anything to it. I just kind of got out of the shower, and when I get in the shower, I clean my body, and then I wet down my hair, and I just kind of run my fingers through it and kind of scrunch it with a towel and my fingers. And then while it's drying, while I'm putting on my makeup, I'll pull out this hair product here. So I use a Aveda Be Curly Curl Enhancer, and I just put the tiniest bit on my hand, and then I mix that with Aveda Flaxseed Aloe. And so, to be honest, I buy these maybe like twice a year, if that. They last me a long time because, I mean, I just put like the tiniest little dot. And because my hair is kind of thin, I need curl to make it look thick. And I just kind of go through and I scrunch my hair with that product. And that's pretty much, I mean, and then I'm gonna leave it to dry while I'm putting on my makeup, and then I blow dry the rest, and I just add a little bit of hairspray, whatever I can find on sale in the store. I'm not that, like, I use the Aveda as a nice product because I don't go through that much, but with hairspray, I'm kind of cheap. I just get whatever's out there. So I've got Dove, and then this one was also on sale. It was like an Aussie brand, and they're probably not that great for your hair, but whatever. Some days I just, you know, don't have time to do a lot of fancy stuff. Okay, so especially with 3 kids, having my hair short and being able to just like scrunch like that, and it immediately has that volume because of a good haircut. Never underestimate the power of a good haircut. So, all right, now I'm gonna leave my hair alone. Just kind of get it out of my face while I do, sorry about the noise, while I do the makeup part. I'm also gonna go wash my hands real quick because when I put a bunch of product for my hair on my hands, I don't want to then go rub it all over my face. So I'll be right back, and then we'll get started with the makeup. All right, so I've washed my hands. I'm actually just gonna kind of clip some of my hair just kind of loosely out of my face while I do my face, so it doesn't get in the way. So like I mentioned earlier, I won these at my son's school event, and it's Arbonne's Biohydria and their Biohydria eye gel. It's their serum. So I just really like how they feel. They're supposed to hydrate your face. So lately I've been putting that on. So I just kind of squirt it in my hands and pat it over my face. And again, this is right now with no makeup on. So just kind of hydrate the face. And then I don't know, I lose a lot of sleep with 3 kids sometimes. So I like their little eye gel to kind of wake up the eyes and make your face feel a little more awake, especially while I was teaching. There are some mornings you kind of have to fake it till you make it with students, and you have to pretend that you are wide awake, or at least have your face look like it is, even if you're not. So, all right. I am not a makeup expert at all. Honestly, half the stuff I know, I either had to learn when I got married and the lady did my makeup tutorial for my wedding, because I used to like not wear any makeup at all. Or I've watched tutorials on YouTube. So I am keeping it very simple, and this is what I know to do. So I do like the Arbonne foundation. I've tried other foundations and my skin is kind of sensitive and it breaks out to things. And I've just noticed that this one never gets oily, it never breaks out my skin. So I've got their Perfecting Liquid Foundation, and it has sunscreen in it because I'm so fair. In the summer, I like having things already with sunscreen. But usually in the summer, I'll also add extra sunscreen underneath. So all I do, and I'm about to look crazy, is I pump a little bit on my finger. Again, not sure if this is the right way to apply or not. This is just what I do. So judge me how you want. And then I just like dot it all over my face to just kind of get a basic coverage of foundation. Yes, feel free to laugh. And then I have these little makeup sponges that somebody else had recommended on a channel, and I really like them. They just blend everything really well. And no, I don't do anything fancy with contouring or any of that stuff. I don't have time for any of that. So I'm gonna bring my mirror a little closer so I can see what I'm doing. Sorry. Instead of using the phone too. Well, I guess you all need to see too. So I just kind of pat under my eyes and then just go up on my eyelids to just kind of get some of the redness out of my face. If I'm having kind of a breakout time, just cover blemishes. Sometimes hormones are unpredictable. Okay, so I just kind of, again, I don't even know if that's how you're supposed to use these blenders, but that's how I use it. I just like pat it in all over my face. I don't want my skin to feel like it's got this thick, caked on layer of makeup. I just like something really simple. Okay, so that's it for the foundation. And then I also have this under eye concealer. I got it from Sephora. Somebody had recommended it in an online tutorial. It's from NARS, Radiant Creamy Concealer. I personally feel like it's a little thick, but on days that I have some under eye dark circles, I just kind of pat that in and kind of, again, go up on my eye to make my eyes seem a little bit brighter. And guys, let me tell you, I feel like there are so many people that would be so much more qualified to teach you about makeup than me. I have some very, very skilled friends who their makeup looks awesome. I'm just telling you what I realistically do as a mom. And then, of course, about halfway through, my lips always feel a little chapped, so I have my Burt's Beeswax chapstick. I keep that in my drawer at school. I love this stuff. So, all right. The final things I do is my eyes and my cheeks. I just put on a little bit of blush. So again, I keep that pretty simple. I have a couple different kinds of blush I potentially use. One was, again, from one of those makeup tutorials. I have a NARS. It's like a liquid blush. Sometimes I use that. Sometimes I just use the powder blush. And the powder blush I have, so No joke, this actually came from the dollar store. I saw it there while I was picking up some fun activities for my kids, and it's just a bright pink blush, which is what I like. So I like that, and I usually put that on the apple of my cheeks. And then I have this kit that my mother gave me from Estee Lauder, so I just make it work. And I use the blush, I guess it's Alluring Rose is in their kit, and I just rub that on my cheeks pretty quickly. And then I also want to try, since I'm doing this, why not? Let's try something new. I got this L'Oreal Lumi Glotion to maybe make my face look like it glows. I don't know. So we'll see. But here I'm gonna just put on my blush like I normally would and look silly, smiling while doing it. That's what I do. Super simple. I just start up by the ear and just kind of work my way down on my cheekbone. Just a little bit of blush. Okay. And then I like this dollar store pink stuff. See, it doesn't have to be expensive to make you look put together. This is for a mom of 3 kids and no time to go and get a fancy schmancy makeup. If you have fancy makeup, definitely not knocking that. It's awesome. I wish I probably had more. All right, so I've got a little bit of blush. I just like to add a little color to my cheeks. And now I'm gonna try this luminous stuff. We'll see if I like it, I don't know. I kind of like a matte look, and I'm guessing this is gonna make my skin look a little bit dewy. Actually, yeah, that's pretty. Okay, I might keep it. No, not that I would get rid of it, but might add that into the routine. I don't know. You guys could tell me what you think. If you think it's too much. All right, and then the last thing is my eyes. So I have had the biggest frustration forever with my eyes because I have what you would call, or I believe it's what people call a hooded eye, which is when it's like closed, most of the eye is covered. So I've watched all kinds of makeup tutorials growing up where it didn't make sense to me because every time I would try it on my eye, where they put the dark part in the crease, your crease covers, well, when I open my eye, it's covered. And so it just would look ridiculous. So I finally saw a tutorial the other day, like a couple weeks ago. Sephora put it out. I'll see if I can find the link and put it below on how to do a hooded eye. And it was genius because I'm a little artistic. I like to do that in my spare time, different artistic stuff. And what the guy said is instead of going like you would on a normal eye, which is light on the lid and then dark in the crease and then even lighter up top, so that's creating that shadowing effect to make the eye look deep. He said on a hooded eye, you literally take that and you're gonna flip it. So basically the inner part of the eye is going to be light, and then kind of midway you're going to go with a darker shade, and then out in the crease, out in the corner of the eye, you make it dark. And so since I've started doing that, I really like how my eye makeup looks. I no longer feel self-conscious of it. So super simple. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I use a Sephora Tinted and Cooling Eye Primer. So that's what I use in the inner corner. And normally, guys, in the morning, this just takes me minutes because I don't have a lot of time. So I just pat that on and I take my finger and I rub it in till about halfway of the eye. I'm gonna check my mirror. Okay. And then I do it with the other one. You can see like all the veins in my eyes. Okay, and then I grab that same Estee Lauder palette just because I have it, and I find like the lightest shade I can in here, so maybe like the pink, and I just grab a brush. Again, I'm not fancy schmancy with these people with all these fancy makeup brushes, so I'm doing kind of a pink gold, and I'm just gonna go over that primer all the way to the half part of the eye. can see what I'm doing. Just halfway over. With just some of that bright shadow. Okay. As you can see, I don't like to look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup. And then I have this from Sephora. It's called Colorful Shimmer. It's Mystic Queen. And I like it. It's kind of almost a taupe look. And so I take that from the half of my eye over on each side. And then basically I darken in the edges. Well, I'll blend and darken in the edges. Okay, so that's that eye. Maybe add a little bit more. So I'm curious, other moms out there, since I'm putting this out here, I feel kind of silly doing it. Because again, I'm not a professional, and look, I messed up there, whoops. I may have to get a diaper wipe. So that's the other magical thing I use is my kids' diaper wipes. I use those to remove any mistakes I make, or I just use spit. So that's a mom thing. And just kind of wipe it off. Okay, so just check that in my mirror here. Yep, looks good. So you can see it kind of just darkens it a little bit. All right, and then the last thing, a couple things, is mascara. I normally don't always do eyeliner, but if I'm feeling fancy, I can do it. Why not? And I also don't always do eyebrows. I know some people are obsessed with doing their eyebrows. I don't always have time for all that. But if I'm going to some kind of fancy event or occasion, then I can do that. All right, so the next thing I am using to just kind of darken in where the edge of my eye is, I have this like eye cream shadow from Julep, and it's called Eyeshadow 101, I guess? Orchid Shimmer, that's what it's called, Orchid Shimmer. So it's orchid color, and it just kind of rolls up like a pencil stick, whoops. And I just kind of go in that crease there and make, I know this looks terrible, like a triangle with my eye, okay? Right? And then I'm gonna take my brush, if I can find it, and I'm gonna blend. Blend, 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 blend. You know how they say that in those professional makeup videos. So I'm basically creating a shadow in the edge of my eye to make it look deeper, which is why that made so much sense to me, because before, I don't know, the shadows that covered this whole part wouldn't really show up, and they just, I'm just gonna blend that a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that looks good. I don't know, it just makes so much sense for a hooded eye. Like, it just adds depth to the eye. You can see the difference, this eye versus this eye. So now I'm gonna do it on this side. Again, super simple. I just go in like a V, come down this way. And you don't have to be perfect about it because you're gonna blend it, although I've kind of gone off the side there. All right, I'm gonna blend that in, creating that false depth because my eye is not big. Doing that, I'm just gonna get that out of the way, with hooded eyes, supposedly makes them look bigger. Just blending it a little bit more. So I feel like I need to go get my kid's diaper wipe and just wipe off that edge there. It looks a little dark for me. I like things to not look quite like I have makeup on, but I do. All right, and then I have this Lancome Paris, just like black eyeliner pencil. And here's the other tip that he gave in that video. I'm gonna try and do this looking into the phone. Is not to go all the way over with your with hooded eyes. Again, we're gonna like make the darkest part of the eye here on the edge. I go a little bit to the middle there. And see how crooked? People that do this like on the videos and they look perfect. I don't even know how they do it. All right, so now what I'm gonna do to fix all that is part of having a hooded eye is not having really sharp eyeliner lines. So I'm like smudging that in. And I'm smudging this one in. And I'm making a mess because I'm trying to do it on camera. Take my finger and do it. Okay. I feel like I'm so close up to you. I'm just checking it in my mirror here. All right. Now the last part would be mascara. So again, this is really weird to do this in a phone. You just kind of do a sideways motion, okay? And then this one. Oh, except when I'm doing this into a phone. Again, just lick it, remove it. So I'm literally gonna go get a diaper wipe. I'll be right back, guys. All right, best makeup remover ever. Diaper wipes. Steal them from my kids. So let me finish putting on that mascara on that side. Just go back and forth. And if I mess up or get a little bit on my eye, I use the diaper wipe. I'm sure there's easier ways to do that, remove it. Okay, the last thing is eyebrows. Sometimes I do these, sometimes I don't. So as you can see, I have like no eyebrows. They're invisible for the most part because I'm blonde. So I have this Origins eyebrow pencil, I guess. It says fill in the blanks, and it's 01, sorry, is the number, and it's for blondes. So that's nice. It's just very like light brown, and it's like a pencil that pops up just a little bit, and then on this side it's got the brush. So I'm gonna try. Normally I'm looking in my mirror. So what I do is I just do a few strokes. Let me look in that mirror, that might help me. Kind of down the eyebrow line. I feel weird having like really dark eyebrows, so I usually rub some of it off and brush some of it off. I mean, I guess they help frame people's face. And I guess they do look better sometimes when I do my eyebrows. You can let me know. I'm open to whatever you guys think in the comments. So that's what I do for my eyebrows. That's it. Takes like 20 seconds. Okay, and then the last thing is sometimes I add a little bit of a lipstick to finish the look. That's just like a Nicole Miller lipstick that I got in some kit. Doesn't even say what kind it is, sorry. I just usually find like really light, pale pink lipsticks. All right, so now that all of that is done, I'm going to be finishing my hair. So I take this down, and as you can see, it has curled nicely. I usually do kind of one more round of the spray over it. Just kind of spray all over. And the good thing about a haircut, I don't know if you can see it, I'll try and show you, is that in the back, my hairdresser, she made it, hope I can show you, super short layers, and it's shorter in the back than it is in the front. And I love that because it gives me body and curl without like doing anything. And if I ever wake up and my hair is flat, I've done some styles with the flat iron, but for the most part, it does this naturally. So that's really nice. I also have really liked this bamboo fiberful bodifying hairspray from Target. So I usually blow dry my hair and then spray it with that, and then I'm done. So I'm gonna just do a quick blow dry. To save you the noise of that, with a blow dry, all I do is I flip my head upside down and I blow dry my hair. My blow dryer has like a diffuser on it, so it's not direct heat. And flipping it upside down gives it more body. So I'm gonna finish that off and I'll spray it and I'll show you the final product. All right, so I just finished blow drying my hair. You can see it's pretty dry. I just added some hairspray to it, and then I added my jewelry, and I'm gonna add in my earrings right now. That's my final touch. So this is the steps I do to get ready. Normally it doesn't take as long as this video because I'm not talking through it and I'm rushing through it, and like I said, some days I skip the eyeliner and eyebrows just because I'm very simple like that. But then, as you can see, it makes me as a mom, sorry, the phone's acting funny. It makes me as a mom look put together, and I can go out and I can have this look easy peasy, ready to go. My hair is done, my face is done, and I try and not put a lot of makeup on because I want it to look very natural, just accentuate the features I have. I like this new like shadow technique where you just add a little bit of depth to the eyes. It makes a difference. So if you stayed with me through all of that, and then for my students that were curious, this is for you and for anybody else. Here is a getting ready with me video. I'd be curious as you watch this if you would put in the comments if you want to see other videos like this, or if you hated it. I could show you a night routine video with our kids. I could show you different routines in our house as we're home over break with the 3 kids. So just let me know, and thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already if you want to catch new videos over the break.